Gentlemen, I know what you're thinking. Why the hell is the camera there? Before we begin, I'm sorry this is a mess. I'm moving some stuff and you can actually see the corner of my monitor in the camera, so sorry about that, not the ideal one. However, I had to jump in real quick into this. So, have you heard of this nice term, bait and switch? Welcome to Helldivers 2. I was actually about to make a video about this, praising how I like the PvE concept, how we finally have a developer that actually gives two shits about what we do, about what we care for, you know, what we enjoy in a game, what we don't, and there we have it. If you are unaware, Helldivers 2 will require you to have a PSN account. This is PlayStation Network, for those of you who are unaware. Now, keep in mind, before I would jump into destroying everything, I want to say something. If you're fine with this, sure. There's nothing against you. If you're okay, if you're having a PlayStation account, hell, if you play from a PlayStation, I'm fine with it. It's fine. Your life, your decision. Now, that being said, I want you to understand one important thing. That is that at the initial release of the game, when we were able to start playing the game, when I streamed this game, I believe multiple times already, this game didn't require you to have that account. It had this, and initially, I'm telling you, I was trying to log in, I was trying to get something done. There were problems, there was an issue, and I was like, if this is mandatory, I'm refunding this game, I'm not playing this shit. I am not dealing with this. I am not necessarily a Steam purist or anything, but you know, PlayStation Network is not the best, and I don't want to have it personally speaking. The game allowed me to play anyway, so why should I even remember about this? It is allowed, right? Hell, I'm telling you once again, if this was a mandatory thing, first hour, this game already would have been refunded. I would not have recommended it to anyone ever in my circle, would never even have thought about making a video about it, never would have streamed it. It's that simple. Now, they come back and say it's going to be mandatory. Huh, golly. And what did I say? Oh yeah, go ahead. Leave a negative review if you want about it. Now here's my problem. This attitude, as much as I want to say, yeah, we can stand up, we can make a change together, this is something that we have been subject to for so long at this point. Think about it. It first started with Epic exclusive games. It was such an outrageous thing to put a game to be released on Steam and then basically switch it, like Metro, for instance, did, like Borderlands did. Switch it to Epic exclusive. It was a scum move. It was a shit move. At first, people were like, oh, this is not good. But then everybody was told, no. You blame it on the Steam guys, blame it on the stupid gaming community, call them cringe, call them old-fashioned, call them boomers. Oh, why can't you just have another app? You know, why can't you have Epic? No, yeah, perfect, thank you. Very constructive feedback. You first allowed this. Now here's the downfall. Here's the next step. The aftermath, if you want, of what you did. If you keep letting this go, if you just say, don't be lazy, just install another thing, what's the matter, too many icons on the desktop? No, the problem is, this is not freedom. This is not choice of the consumer. It is not. Simply put, it is not. Oh well. But of course, mark my words, remember this exact time. There's a big outrage right now, right? Everybody's gonna be talking about it. Probably there are gonna be some videos here and there about this as well. People are gonna say they're gonna uninstall. People are gonna write negative reviews, review bomb it. And what next? Give or take a week or two, people will start saying, oh, what? You cannot create a PSN account? Why? Why, are you a boomer? Oh, you cannot handle too many accounts. And this is going to be the norm. And they're going to keep screwing you over. Now, my issue is, if you knew as a developer that this was going to happen, make it mandatory day one. Not just, oh yeah, it is mandatory to sign in, but for some reason you can skip this. What does that say? Does that make it mandatory? No, it doesn't. I played the game 140 hours at this point. Not a single login. How can this be mandatory if I could play the game already? Weird stuff, right? So the bottom line is, if you're against this, make your voice vocal. Speak about it. Some people are like, oh, but the devs are innocent. Sure, they are. But how else are you gonna describe your problem? How else are you gonna state it? I cannot have a hotline directly to the Sony executive and call them and say, hey, bro, can you just not do this shit? You have to. If you are against the review bombs right now, you don't understand the problem. You don't understand the bigger picture. It's not review bombing. They changed the product. They claim they will make a significant change that I as a consumer do not accept. They have to be aware of this. Once again, had I known that this was going to be mandatory, had I known that I was unable to play in my first hour of the game if it didn't allow me to play online because of the PSN account, I would have refunded this game. Can I refund it now? No. 140 hours into the game. I cannot. Of course I cannot. This is bait and switch. This is bullshit. This game and the developers behind it knew what they were doing. Do not say, oh, but it was corporate. No, they knew what was coming. They had a contract. They had a deal. This didn't happen out of the blue. They didn't wake up to a Sony executive on their door saying, knock, knock, time to change this. No. Do not let this go. Hold them accountable. I'm getting tired of this. We see this game after game. People jump to defend these companies. Why? Do they pay for this? Are they your relatives? Is your father working there? What is happening here? Defend your right. Defend what you paid for. You paid for this. You are the consumer. You have the right to say what is in your product and what is not. You have the right to say, I am buying this in this state and I do not accept anything else. Hell, how can you literally accept something like this? This is a complete 180. There goes another legend. I am really sorry to say this, but I give them time. Here's this thing. I give them time. If they double down on this, if they bring back this and say, yeah, you can just play through Steam. And here's my solution now. Listen, dear developers, listen to this very carefully. Link your PSN account if you want crossplay. I would not give a shit if I lost crossplay. Because all the crossplay people that I saw cannot mute their mics because they don't know how their PlayStation works, play like shit, and are generally under 12 years old. I do not care if I lose one of those PlayStation people. I don't care. Thank you. I would rather have less players, maybe longer match times, let's say, but only PC and no PSN account. That's simple. But no, if you want to force it all, then screw you. If this happens, if they force this, just know. Personally, even if you don't care, I'm installing this game. Screw them. And I'm trying to get a refund from the Steam support. I'm just going to tell them what it is. I'm going to say my issue as a consumer. Hopefully I get a refund. It's unfortunate. The game was good. As I said, I really had a whole video prepared for it. I was going to do a nice review, quick one to say that, hey, this is a must-play game. Hop in with your friends. Now, probably not going to ever release that video, unfortunately. Now, what can you do if projects like these happen? But had to quickly jump in and say about this. Sorry if this sounds like a rant. I am really getting tired of this. So many games that I like and enjoy are just being taken away by corporate greed, and I feel like we don't speak about this enough. People just brush it off or find excuses or say, oh, it's the big corporation that you have to blame. But okay, how? You can't. You need to make them understand that this is not a good marketing move. How? Think about it. If you have any suggestions how to do it, hell, let me know. I'm open to anything. And as a final note, I don't hate the people who made the game. I hate the people who knew that this executive decision was coming and still held us blind. I hate the people who knew that we would be forced to do this, yet didn't speak against it. And when we spoke against it, they disabled comments on the Steam update page. Look at the latest release. Look at the news tab. Comments are disabled. You cannot put anymore. What is happening? Is this communication? Is this the developers that you support? Go away. Stupid. This stupidity. This acceptance is what led us until this point. Time to make a change. I'm sorry. I am pissed. I'm sorry. I know maybe you sound like, oh, this guy is pissed about a game. It was a fun thing that is taken away from us now by a stupid corporate greed decision. Split it. I'm tired. Hopefully it changes. And yeah, hey, sorry for the rant once again. I know I yap a lot. And sorry for the shit quality camera. I'm about to change that, and you know, the setup and everything. I have my laptop here, the monitor here, so many things come and go. But this is a me problem, right? I wish you a great morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of the day it is out there for you. Hopefully we get our game back, or at least, well, it's not gone yet. Hopefully it's not taken from us, let's put it this way. And hey, I hope to see you in a better video, on a better topic, where I don't yap about some angry, sad things that happen in my gaming life. Oh well then, take good care of yourself, and hey, enjoy Helldivers 2 while it lasts, because we might lose the game we like soon. Goodbye.